Hello, hello. Thank you so much again. I hope you are not getting annoyed by me because, yeah, you see me yesterday and today again. And I guess it's really focused for this year's show because we really focus on AI technology, how to embrace the future things. So today's topic, I'm gonna share about when creativity meet algorithms, the new era of generative design and product development. So I'm gonna show how AI and digital tools are changing the way we design and develop products. Um, Key message to set up front, this is not about robots replacing people, but the tools that how to enhance and help the designers to work smarter and faster. So this is just a little bit about us, I'm from Crystal Denim. So, for our department, I want to having the job to give customer the latest and most accurate market insights, solution, and product proposal. I think that's what our jobs and most of the designers and product development's job as well. And we are bringing in digitization and AI to power our full vertical services. The goal is simple: help our customers to build a stronger product strategy and make it faster and better decisions making. So this is a little bit concept why I name it InnoD. So it stands for innovative design, of course. And the D means rather than design, it also stands for discovery, dynamic, and also diversity. So this is a framework that uses AI and digital tools to break down the old barriers in the design process. It encouraged the teams to experiment, collaborate, and give faster feedback through quick cycles. So here's the main processing. So what basically we're gonna use it the artificial intelligence and digitalization for us. Well, you can see the 5 steps here. From research, create, share, make, and archive. Well, this is nothing special, don't get me wrong. I just want to share the general processing, what design and product development, what we're doing, but how we able to tackle AI into this processing. So I'm gonna get a little bit more in depth in here. For what we're doing, market intelligence, we're gonna transform into, we name it a short form called AIMI. So which is a market intelligence that powered by AI. And of course, the next process, when we're doing the design, we now is changing to generative design. So we just make it a short form AID. And of course, we need, and the most important thing is communication. This is not a new thing. I believe most of the audience here have been already using this kind of platform. We just having easier to remember DCP, DCP. So, and also next, of course, digital, we've been using 3D, close to more than 10 years. So DPC, and I think some of the people here or some of our customers also using these terms as well. And of course, last, we need to do the presentation to you guys and to our main audience, the customers. So how we able to use to tackle use the AI tools as well. It's just general on the right-hand side that it's not everything, and we are still exploring. So this is part of the tools we've been using, and I believe some of you know them so well already. So the next one, I want to dig a little bit more in depth about our AIMI. Well, when we're doing some designs, product development, and we try to propose to customer, at the end of the day, we are not the trend forecast setter. We are not the forecast people. We are making more commercialized to provide the accurate, the right product that we believe to our customers. So, data say itself. This is, we try to propose with data-driven. This is one of the platform and one of the methodology we try to how we pull out our data analysis. So basically, one of our platform we've been using is using the photo recognitions, and we do emphasize the behavior and the marketing things from our consumer behavior. For example, social media is the more major one to get our data analysis. And the photo recognition from the right-hand side, see people interested in specific images or specific product, they're able to draw, oh, actually it's a gray in color blazer, or it's a black in color, it's a handbag, and what kind of shoes they are doing, and what kind of jeans or trousers they are using, they've been wearing as well. So it's able to draw 100,000 billions of images and to get those kind of data to make it well used, to help us to do the product development. So at the same time, because of those kind of images, information, we're able to do different kind of capsule trends, as well as doing some specific product comparison. So also at the same time, we're able to having the comparison and finding the missing opportunities, and to see which styles holds the biggest market share and how they change in the coming season. And next one, just to show more visual and more chart to show it, to zoom into these tools. We can do the mood boards, make a trend visual and easy to share with the team and the customers, finding the missing opportunities that help us spot in gaps in our range before our competitors do. These two together turn data into clear design direction. All right, next one, I want to actually giving an example. For example, is a wine list comparison or to showing some data. It's not latest or new. It's just an example, all right? So this is a real example for missing opportunities that we study on a wine list Denim. This chart shows the market share and the growth over the season. You can see in the past, in present, nowadays, and also the tools able to forecast in the future. So the data tells us the white jeans is clearly rising, so the real opportunity we should take action. This is how we actually working on now. So this is the chat. Besides to sharing the past, present, and future, and also you may actually thinking about well, I'm having a youth market customer, and the others say, oh well, I'm having a mid-C market customer. So how to define the trend, to make it more accurate, and actually the platform able to difference the age segments as well as the market segments as well. Well, we are not follow exactly 100%. We're still having more comprehensive analysis within the team. But this is definitely a big help for us. Sorry about the technology things. And next, it's just showing we have millions of images in the platform. We can well use and having the mood and the outfits to having more convincing when we're proposing such kind of products. And then the next one we talk about generative design. This is not up to date, I have to say, but just want to show one step further to how to generate our design. We can actually written down some prompts to having some design options, as well as to see the real images or even existing tag packs to generate another new design. We are still having the explorer stage, and I do believe there are lots of enhancement in the future for this stage. And then the next step is to share. I do believe most of the audience here, like you've been using, sharing exactly the same communication platform as well. So this is one place to share everything, reference names, inspiration images, mood boards, everything, communication in here in one spot. The sharing is instant and visible between our vendors and customers, all stakeholders in one place. It creates a direct dialogue that improves, cohesive between the right people and keep the development flow smooth. Again, I have to emphasize communication no matter what. In design, everywhere is the key, most important things. The next one is not new, but it's also one important process is our digital product creation. So it's just gonna to show how we can do, and of course, our major customers been using this for many years, specifically for tech design, for fitting, for general initial placement, especially for laundry processing. We are not replacing the physical samples, but to just quicken and to having alignment in the initial stage. And then the final step is for the presentation. So we're doing the AI presentation. This is just a simple example that we create the product, how to make it nicer, beautiful in front of the customers. I mean, of course, when we just mentioned maybe Gemini, lots of AI apps able to help us. But I mean, from our perspective as a manufacturer, this is really helpful to impress our customers and how to visualize our own product to them. So this is actually extra a little bit promotion about our companies as Crystal International Group. So besides what I've shared about the design and product development processing, actually our whole group, our CEO also signing with Hong Kong key organization such as Hong Kong UST and also Hong Kong Richter to also keep going to investigate the AI technology things. So just kind of initial sharing. Thank you so much. I'm just gonna share what we've been doing. It doesn't mean cover everything now and also in the future. So thank you so much, but I think we've got a little bit Q&A related to AI technologies things. Say in advance, I'm not the expert for AI, but I'm the explorer for this area. So feel free if you guys got any questions.
Thank you, Janet.
Thank you for inviting me.
For a very nice presentation. So basically, let me ask a direct question in terms of AI, what you're using in this through this platform. How much is the direct saving in terms of time? Let's say if you were doing certain your collections or whatever. I mean, your research, particular time. I mean, now how much percentage of time you are saving now?
That's a very good question. Normally in front of customer, I don't want to say we save lots of time, but we do internally, especially for R&D stage. My friends here, my colleagues in here, I just want to point out one example. Back then, when we're doing market intelligence, the customers normally ask what's the fit differences? What's the trend? What's our benchmark, competitors or benchmark labels they are doing? We spend tons of time to, search on the internet, doing market research, install internet, even we've already got some platform, but for comprehensive AI helps, not one single tools, but multis. In the past time, maybe just sitting in front of the computers doing online research or pulling out all the data, we need to spend at least a week. But now maybe just a day. Correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm expecting my team is having 1 or 2 days, and then we can deliver the result to our customers. It's just the market intelligence, all right? Yeah.
So it's like 70 to 80% time saving.
I hope, yeah, that's our ultimate goal, and the numbers actually keep improving as well.
And also the quality is better than before, probably.
Well, I would say for my company, we've been deliver the quality all the time, really excellent quality, but it's just how accurate and how to convincing. Because back then we just like, oh, this is the trend, this is sharing this kind of fit. But how to convince them? I think data is like one of the angle to giving the confidence to our customers. I mean, if our friends also agree as well. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Any other questions?
Hi, I'm
Hello.
Carmen from Lian Fong. So I'm quite curious about the data-driven design because data-driven is a big trend in the world right now. But do you think that sometimes some big trend in the social media suddenly boom out, and then when you're searching in the data-driven, is it helpful for the manufacturer company to help to increase the production?
That's a very good question. I'm kind of all the time I'm kind of maintain it's not one apps, but it's very multi-platform and tools to help us to do the analyze. It's because I do agree when the result to say the numbers, everything, it's not 100% accurate. We are not saying it's oh, I draw the data and then totally share to the customers. We still need manual thoughts to giving the direction and think about why the data is behind and what's the story, what's the root cause behind that besides the numbers. So you can see I've shared one page is actually over 20 or 30 different kind of platforms, companies, some different kind of AI tools to help us to make it more 360 and comprehensive result to help us to do the design and product development. Yeah. I hope to answer your questions.
Hi, Janet.
Hello.
I'm JM. I'm a product development head. Also.
Lovely to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I would like to know how much do you invest on AI in your company in a yearly basis?
We do. We do have a portion to do the investment about this kind of technology. I'm not named to state out exact numbers,
Ballpark.
because I guess everybody knows about how we need to pay the license for browseware, for clothes, and some specific platform is well known. Everybody can search on the internet. We do use Google Gemini. We do use quite a lot of well-known AI apps. So it depends what kind of plans you're gonna do the subscription. We did have a conversation the other night as well.
Yeah.
You can do it for free trials.
You
So
can-
why not? It's the entrance level. So it really depends how much you want to implement or tackle with the technologies. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Any more questions? If not, I think that's all for my part. And again, thank you so much. Thank you.